Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
A little bit of added magic to personalise for Zoe. A meeting was held quite far from Earth. It was time again for another birth. Said the stars to the angels above, this special child will need much love. Her progress may be very slow, accomplishment she may not show, and she'll require extra care from the wonderful folks she meets down there. She may not run or climb or play, her thoughts may seem quite far away. So let's be careful where she's sent. We want her life to be content. Please, angels, find her parents who will do the most special job for you. They will not realise right away the incredible role they are asked to play. But with this child sent from above comes stronger faith and richer love. Very quickly they'll know the privilege given in caring for their precious gift from heaven. Let's call her Zoe, with the strength within, all the bravery and courage she will bring. And she will have the most beautiful smile, but on earth she can stay only a little while. The time will come when she is called to heaven. She will defy all odds and live until she is 11. It is then she will grow her Tinkerbell wings and fly high to where the angel sings. So dry your tears and know with love that beautiful Zoe is smiling down from up above. Well, good morning and a very warm and loving welcome to you all. My name is Alicia Dowsett, and along with the team from David W. Bull Funerals, I can't begin to tell you how honoured I feel to be involved in celebrating the life of gorgeous Zoe with you all today. Before I do continue, I'd like to just pause for a moment and get you to check if you've got your mobile phones either switched off or on silent. And just a reminder, as you were coming in, you would have noticed the memorial book. For those of you who may not have signed it on your way in, please do make sure you take some time to sign it before leaving today. Well, as part of our opening, we will have a candle lighting. The lighting of candles holds a deep meaning. A lit candle represents unity and hope, and in a unique way, candles radiate messages of warmth, spirituality, peace, and most importantly, love. I would like to invite forward Chris, Rick, Jamie, Chelsea, Emily, Lynn, Kylie, Carol, Auntie Kylie and Auntie Leanne, and Hayley to light the candles as we take some time to pause and reflect.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling wave can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's led to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone, if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of the star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's led to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
Well, just 1 week ago, I entered a magical place like no other. This place was beautifully decorated with gorgeous lights and glowing stars on the ceiling. It had themed wallpaper and a gorgeous bookshelf filled with many books and ornaments, and I have never ever seen so many Tinkerbells gathered in the one place. I actually felt like I had entered a real-life fairy garden. This magical place was home to Zoe. It was where her incredible family read to her and sang to her, and is just one of the ways that they brightened up Zoe's world simply because she brightened up theirs. Zoe was not only a daughter to Chris, Rick and Kylie, but she was an adored sister to Chloe, Blake, Anthony, Colin, Chelsea, Jamie, Matthew, Troy, Rachel, Robert, Seth and Harley. She was an adored granddaughter to Carol and George, who are here with us today, and Shirley, who has been waiting to greet her granddaughter with arms wide open in the magical place above the clouds. Zoe was even given the title of Auntie by Ethan, Hudson, River, Mackenzie, Kaylee and Bailey, and she was a very loved sister-in-law to Luke, Dane, Steph and Taylor. Can you believe that all of these wonderful people are not the only ones who were a special part of Zoe's magical sphere of vibrance and love? Without even knowing it, Zoe helped you and all of you see the world through a different lens. And after having leaving the incredible home that Christine and Rick have created, I'd like to share just a few of the things that I learnt. Number 1, bravery and courage come in many forms. Number 2, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count or what you were able to achieve, but it is the trail of magic you leave behind during those years. And number 3, what do you need feet for when you have wings to fly? Zoe sparkled so brightly in her 11 years, and she has touched the hearts of so many. When I sat with Christine, I could see a very deep sadness in her eyes. It is a sadness that you will only ever see in the eyes of a parent who experiences the epitome of heartache over the loss of their child, their baby. Although she carries this sadness, I could also see pride and an endless depth of love as she spoke about Zoe and the incredible journey they have been on. Chris has very lovingly pieced together Zoe's eulogy today, and I have the honour of reading this on her behalf, so I'm going to do that for you now. Zoe was born on the 8th of March 2012. Her first months of life were tough. She started having multiple seizures, and the doctors were not sure if she was going to pull through. But Zoe was strong, stronger than anyone could ever imagine. She proved them all wrong, and after she became stable, she was ready to go home. Chris and Rick never thought that they would foster a baby. Chelsea, their youngest, was 11, and they thought their nappy changing and night feeding days were over. When they received a call from Ozchild asking if they would consider taking on a 3-month-old little girl with complex medical needs, they said yes, not knowing how much their lives were about to change. Chris and Rick went and met with all the medical teams involved in the care of Zoe, and Rick's comment was that if one little girl had so many people taking care of her, then we can do our part. And after some training, on the 10th of July 2012, Zoe became a beloved part of their family. Zoe was the bravest, strongest, most loving little girl you could ever wish for. She had a smile that would light up a room, a giggle that was contagious, a heart that was so big that everyone who met her loved her. You just couldn't help it. She made your days better, just by being there. Zoe had multiple operations, many hospital stays, and lots of ambulance rides. She went through more in her short life than most people go through in their whole lives, but she still loved life. She loved catching up with her nan and her brothers Anthony and Blake, and of course she loved Chloe saying goodnight to her every single night, even though she was asleep most of the time. She loved going to kinder. She had amazing teachers and helpers like Karen, Megan, Maureen and Vasanthi. Every fortnight, Zoe would have physio with Miff. Miff worked Zoe hard, and most of the time Zoe would just go with the flow, but sometimes she would give Miff the look that said, okay, that's enough now, thank you. Then in 2019, the family moved to Traralgon, where Zoe attended La Trobe Special Development School. Zoe made some great friends. She enjoyed the bus ride to and from school. She enjoyed music class and art class, but especially recess, as she got to go outside and just hang out with everyone. Hanging out with friends and family was Zoe's most favourite thing to do, and of course Tinkerbell. Zoe's life was way too short, but she was and still is loved by so many. She is our little Tinkerbell girl who will forever be in our hearts. Thank you so much for piecing that together, Chris. I'll ask you to put your hands together for Chris, please, for putting that together for us. It was beautiful, Chris. Well, now I would like to hand over to Zoe's big sisters. We have a tribute from Jamie, followed by a tribute from Chelsea.
Zoe, our little girl, our Tinker Fairy, our inspiration and our light in the dark. Anyone who met Zoe was instantly in awe of her and what she had been through, and we all felt how incredible special she was. She endured more than any little girl should have to, more than anyone should have to in a lifetime, and yet she did it all without a complaint. She remained brave and smiling through it all, which helped us to stay brave too. I remember the first time I met Zoe. She was a tiny 3-month-old baby, and I'd go to the hospital to see her most nights with Mum. She loved when I would rub her forehead and down her nose. We'd walk laps and laps around the hospital ward in the pram, trying to calm her. And for some reason, she'd often stop crying when I sang to her. Our favourite at the time was, of course, anything Justin Bieber. At 3.5 months old, we finally got to bring her home with us and instantly knew it was exactly where she was supposed to be. Now, I can't talk about Zoe without talking about my mum. The bond the two shared was unexplainable, and they were always meant to be together. Zoe was only supposed to reach her first birthday, but Mum's love kept her going for 11 amazing years. They were two pieces of the same puzzle, and I know that Zoe will leave a huge hole in her heart, in all of our hearts that can't be filled. I remember the first time we ever heard Zoe laugh. We were all in Mum's room, and I'd had a little bit of a cold, so was coughing. As I coughed, we heard the most beautiful sound and instantly turned to Zoe to see that she was in fact laughing. We then all burst into laughter with her. From that moment on, you can guarantee that I had an almost constant sore throat from all the coughing, as all we wanted was to hear Zoe laugh. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get through without you, Zoe, but your love has touched everyone here today and has brought us all together to help one another through. So with that, I say thank you, Zoe. Thank you for giving us a love like no other, for reminding us to be grateful for the life we have, for inspiring us to be brave and not give up, and for showing us how to be strong. Most importantly, thank you for letting us love you for 11 incredible years. We love you so, so much, Zoe.
We grew up hearing about superheroes like Spider-Man and Batman, but my kids are going to grow up hearing stories about their Auntie Zoe. They're all going to learn about how she was the bravest superhero of them all. Over the years, she would go through many scary surgeries, lots of blood tests, many hospital trips, and life-threatening episodes. Whilst there were often many grown adults in the room with her, Zoe was the bravest of them all. Zoe had the power of strength. She had the ability to fight anything that came her way. Zoe faced the worst of the worst, but she still managed to make it out the other side every time. I think, however, Zoe's best power was that she had the ability to love without doing anything, and at most times when she probably needed it more. At any time you could go into Zoe's room and hold her hand or lie next to her, and you knew she was right there for you. It was in those times you knew she was saying, "It's all going to be all right, I love you." Zoe has deeply impacted everyone she's ever met, and that shows by the amount of people here today. She was loving, caring, smart, cheeky, empathetic, and a beautiful person. Zoe has never said a word, yet has left a legacy that will never be forgotten. As much as it breaks our hearts that Zoe is no longer here with us, I like to think of how happy she is now. Although I'm sure she misses us all so much, I know she is happy to be free from that villain that she has been fighting her whole life. It gives me great comfort to know that she is not in pain anymore. And with that, I invite you all to close your eyes with me and think of Zoe. Picture her long brown hair flowing in the wind, and her bare feet pinch the grass between her toes as they lay flat on the floor. She is standing to show off one of her beautiful long dresses. I always see her running off to watch The Sound of Music with Grandma. She's happy. Thank you.
Thank you both so much for coming forward. Very brave and courageous getting up and doing that. Thank you so much, ladies. Well, to Jamie and Chelsea and all of Zoe's brothers and sisters, this quote is dedicated to you, and that is, "Siblings are the angels who lift you up when your wings forget to fly." There have been many beautiful words and memories shared, but we must talk about Zoe's birthday parties. I mean, there are birthday party celebrations, yes, but then there are the birthday celebrations that were thrown for Zoe. I'm talking dress-up and themed parties with cakes so impressive that you don't want to ruin them by eating them. Thank you, Lynn, I'm told. And then there are rides, jumping castles, the face painting, the fairy floss and snow cones, the entertainers, the reptile shows, and an ice cream station. Yes, even an ice cream station. Zoe's family have taken her to Disney on Ice, on holidays to Queensland, where they visited all the theme parks, inclusive of an incredible swim with the dolphins experience with her dad Rick. Zoe has been to almost every hotspot in Melbourne, like the zoo, the aquarium, and even Artvo. Perhaps I should have asked what Zoe hasn't done in her 11 years. All of these adventures were made possible because of Chris and Rick and the power of love. Some may call it fate. Fate is the events in life that we don't see coming, what is meant to be even if we don't know why. At times it may not seem fair, but at times it rewards us in the most special ways, and in the end is part of our destiny. Chris and Rick, you were always meant to be part of Zoe's destiny, and in your 11 years together, you have created such incredible memories and brightened up one another's lives in many ways. Chris has chosen a poem for me to read on her behalf. I thought of you today, but that is nothing new. I thought about you yesterday and the days before that too. I think of you in silence, and I often speak your name. All I have are memories and your picture in a frame. Your memory is a keepsake from which I'll never part. God may have you in his arms, but I have you in my heart. I love you more, Mum. It's a beautiful poem, Chris, thank you. And we have another very special tribute to share from Zoe's biological mother, Kylie, so I'm going to read on her behalf now. She's titled this, "I Will Love You Forever." Rest in peace, my angel, the fight is over, now your battle has won. I'm sorry for the pain, I'm sorry I couldn't take it away. Your courage inspired me, your determination motivated me when I wanted to give up. You refused to lose, I will cherish the memories, I will hold on to you, strength. Rest in peace, my angel, the fight is over now. Your battle has been won, and I will love you forever. I just want to say thank you so much to Chris and Rick for being there for Zoe. Thank you so much, Kylie. Can you please put your hands together for Kylie? Thank you. Well, the most beautiful things in life are not things. They're people and places and memories and pictures. They're feelings and moments and smiles and laughter. Before we do take some time to watch a treasured photo tribute of Zoe throughout her incredible story, I would like to invite Zoe's cousin Hayley to please come forward and share her very special tribute.
Zoe, our beautiful angel. If your purpose in this world was to change lives, then you delivered. A life that was much too short, but was full of light, love, and the toughest fight. You showed us what it means to have a strength like no other, to love unconditionally and to overcome all challenges that this world gives you. You were your mum and dad's greatest joy and greatest blessing. There was never a time you and your mum were apart. Every fight that you had, she was there fighting alongside you. And I think if you have your way, you will continue to always be with her, especially as she fights her toughest battle, losing you. I owe so much to you, Zoe. A piece of my heart will forever be yours. This poem is for our fairy girl. Believe in the fairies who make dreams come true. Believe in the wonder, the stars and the moon. Believe in the magic from fairies above. They dance on the flowers and sing songs of love. And if you just believe and always stay true, the fairies will be there to watch over you.
Watch all the flowers dance with the wind. Listen to snowflakes whisper your name. Feel all the wonder, lifting your dreams. You can fly. Fly to who you are. Climb upon your star. You believe you'll find your wings. The sky, look at the magic glide through your life. A sprinkle of big seeds that circles the night. You can fly. Fly to who you are. Climb upon your star. When you believe you'll find your wings. She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed, she knows no limits. She craves attention, she praises an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we're made of blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. 'Cause cover girls don't cry after the face is made. But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. She has dreams to be an envy, so she's starving, you know. Cover girls eat nothing, she says. Beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit longer? I can go a little while longer. She fades away, she don't see her perfect, she don't understand she's worth it. All that beauty goes deeper than the surface. Oh, oh. So to all the girls that's hurting, let me be your mirror, help you see a little bit clearer, the light that shines within. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. No better you than the you that you are. No better life than the life we're living. No better time for you to shine, you're a star. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change, it's hard. No scars, see you're beautiful. With stars and we're beautiful.
Oh, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. That was just gorgeous. What an incredible 11 years this beautiful little girl has had. And that must have been quite the task for you to choose which photos, because there's photo album upon photo album at your beautiful home. Well, Zoe's journey was met with many challenges along the way, but one thing is for certain, and that is that she had love with her every single step of the way. And love is all that matters. Love is what kept her precious heart beating and moving forward. Love is what will keep her angel spirit alive, as she is now flying freer than she ever has before. And now, to all of those who loved Zoe, this next part I will read on behalf of Chris and Rick. Thank you. Chris, Rick, Kylie, Carol and family would like to thank everyone who loved Zoe. A special thank you to our wonderful support workers, Emily and Lynn. Thank you for caring and loving Zoe like she was your own daughter. Thank you to Ozchild for picking us to be Zoe's family. Dr. Simon Blair, Zoe's paediatrician, always direct but kind and always there to listen. Caroline, Sandy and the team from Monash Complex Care Hub, Katie, Bronwyn, Emelina, Sid and the team from the Royal Children's Hospital Palliative Care team, Megan, Zoe's wonderful physio, Barry and the team from Rehab at Monash Children's, and Mr. Michael Heyman, Zoe's neurologist. And special thanks to La Trobe Special Development School for taking care of our baby, for giving her the chance to experience school, the joy of making friends, experience new things, for bringing a little bit of normality into her life. Zoe loved school and she loved her friends, she loved her teachers, but most of all, she loved the chance to have a somewhat normal life. Christine would also like to thank her family, especially Leanne, Kylie, Jamie, Chelsea and Hayley for all of your support and help, not just over this past week, but always. I know this time isn't easy for any of you, but Chris says she couldn't have gotten through any of this without you all. Thank you to Emily and Lynn for being by mine and Zoe's side day and night, especially in Zoe's last few days. And thank you to my husband. Thank you for being by my side, for supporting my decisions every step of the way. You are my strength, my rock, and I am so grateful to have you next to me. Thank you all for being there for Zoe and for being there for us. And to Christine and Rick, I know I speak on behalf of every heart beating heavy in this room today when I say thank you to the both of you for giving this very special little girl the opportunity to live the life she lived. If only the world was filled with more people like you both. Upon conclusion of this part of our celebration of Zoe, the hearse will make its way to the Cranbourne Cemetery where Zoe will be laid to rest next to her grandma Shirley, who is also next to Zoe's cousin Robert. Zoe will be farewelled with flowers and there will absolutely be some pixie dust too. You are of course all invited to follow along from here to the Cranbourne Cemetery. And once Zoe's burial has concluded, her family would like to invite you to join them for refreshments at the Amstel Golf Club. Zoe lived in a house filled with Disney fans, and alongside that and her love of Tinkerbell, I am told Zoe has in fact watched every Tinkerbell movie and listened to the Tinkerbell CD over and over again. So in the wise words of Tinkerbell herself, I say, all you need is faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. If you are able, I'd like to kindly request to be upstanding, please.
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime, the night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to
you're not around. Know you in heaven, smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the six, shop for new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits, stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you're gone. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you. Somebody tell me why. One bad morning, when this life is over, I know I'll see your face.
Any night I pray, any step I take, any move I make, any single day, every night I pray.
Every day that passes is a day that I get closer to seeing you again. We miss you, babe, and we won't stop, cause we can't stop. That's right. We miss you, babe.
Every step I take, every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you. Every step I take.